Welcome back to Normal Baseball. The Dodgers have swept the Brewers after an unexpected pitching duel to win their 11th straight game. The Cardinals have called up their top prospect, Masyn Winn, and we're getting ready for another weekend full of fun games and fun baseball. Let's get right into it. Welcome back to Normal Baseball. I'm Alex Normal Dog. That's Lewis. And we got some stuff going on. The Dodgers and the Brewers last night, that game was absolutely insane. Did you see that game? Any part of it?
So I watched the highlights of the game, I will say. Electric. Absolutely electric game. A pitching duel like no other. Corbin Burnes and his new slider-cutter combo is leaving batters clueless. However, Lance Lynn gets the last laugh because the Dodgers pick up their 11th straight win.
Yeah, Dodgers have won 11 in a row. They kind of look unstoppable, as they do, often. They've returned to that form of just like no one is beating this team, especially right now. Lance Lynn continues to just be the craziest story maybe in baseball this year as far as players go. He lowered his ERA to 1.44 with the Dodgers since joining the team a couple weeks ago in 4 starts after having like a 7 ERA on the White Sox. 7 innings pitched, 4 hits, no earned, with 3 strikeouts for Lance Lynn. And you say Lance Lynn got the last laugh. Corbin Burnes did have an amazing outing. Honestly, it was a better outing than Lance Lynn had. Corbin Burnes also went 7 innings, but allowed just 2 hits. Obviously, no earned runs and 9 strikeouts. The final score of this game was 1-0. 1-0.
Yeah, off of an Austin Barnes home run.
Yeah, Austin Barnes is his first home run since September 20th of last year. So, did not have a home run this year. Hits a home run tonight in the bottom of the 8th inning, and the Dodgers wound up winning the game. Would have been even more crazy if it was a walk-off. But it is what it is. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine. It's fine. I'm not mad.
Hey, a win's a win.
I'm not mad. Did you see Nomar Garciaparra?
No, I did not. What happened?
So, Nomar, before the game, I guess Nomar is on the Sportsnet LA broadcast team or whatever. Not broadcast, like the pregame, postgame show. And before the game, he said that Austin Barnes was going to homer. First of all, Austin Barnes did not have a home run up to this point this season. That's really it. There was no reason for him to expect that to happen.
And
he called
crazy.
It. Absolutely insane. He was like flipping out after Barnes hit the homer. They showed like a
I
can.
would too.
Oh yeah, I'd be flipping out as well. The script must have got leaked or something. He probably saw the script.
Yeah, he might have flipped one page too far.
Yeah, I think he might have. They definitely got the script a little too early.
But
and he
that
was
a very good game to close out the series.
Oh yeah. Dodgers swept because they're the Dodgers, and before this series started, I said it's going to be fun to watch because Dodgers, Brewers, both teams that have kind of done pretty well recently. Obviously, the Dodgers more well than the Brewers. Rematch of the 2018 NLCS, but Dodgers came out on top, and taking the last game 1-0. That's got to be really frustrating if you're Corbin Burnes or you just Brewers in general, because you hold this team to just 1 run, but you don't score.
Pick up a win.
So it's a bit unfortunate there. My question is, Dodgers have won 11 straight. How long does this winning streak go?
Honestly, now they're going to play the Miami Marlins, who are still tied for that 3rd wild card spot this upcoming series for the weekend. I think that there's a world where they walk into Miami and sweep, but I also would not be surprised if we got just an amazing game from the Marlins, that scrappy, do whatever it takes to win type of win from the Marlins, and we're talking about the Dodgers losing their win streak and the Marlins rekindling the thought in everyone's heads that they're still contenders and that if you put them in the playoffs, things can happen. I think there's a world where something like that happens.
All right, I'm gonna take it from a little bit of a different angle, and I'm gonna say it could possibly go for a while, because all that you really have to get past in this series is in the Marlins series for the Dodgers coming up starting today. Got to get past Sandy. That's really your road. I think if they win tonight, I think they'll win the next two, and we could be sitting here on Monday talking about a 14-game win streak from the Dodgers. I think that's very, very possible.
Yeah.
Dare I say, very likely.
I would love to see it.
But obviously, Sandy is also coming off that crazy performance against the Yankees, the complete game. So we'll see how he kind of follows that up. In terms of after Miami for the Dodgers, they got Cleveland. I think that they could definitely beat the Guardians.
Yeah.
Noah Syndergaard is slated to pitch against them in Game 1 of that series. And then after that, they have the Red Sox, which is where it gets a little more difficult because the Red Sox have been a really good team. Obviously, the Marlins have been too. I'm not trying to discount the Marlins. But yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's a... Let's just see a 25-game win streak from the Dodgers. Just because why not?
Yeah, just reel it off.
I'm rooting for it to just keep going. Because why not?
28 games over 500? Yeah, make it 48. Why not?
Yeah, 28 games over 500. They've run away with the NL West. They're up 10.5 games on the Giants. It's crazy. Because there was a point in this season where we said, the Dodgers might not win this division.
Yeah.
And now they've just said, fuck you to all of the people who have been saying that. And we did say that earlier this season, that we thought the Diamondbacks had a decent chance to win this division. And the Dodgers said absolutely not, and proved us all wrong because they have run away with the division. Their lead is almost as big as the Braves lead. Who would have thought?
Not me. I'll tell you that much.
As far as the Brewers go, that's a bad loss for them because now the Cubs and the Reds are both 2 games back.
Yeah.
At first place, so they're creeping ever so close.
Do you think that the Cubs or the Reds finish this division in first place, or do you think the Brewers still hold it down?
I'm gonna say 3-way tie for first because why not?
Chaos.
Yeah,
because
I root for chaos.
Who doesn't?
Because why wouldn't I? Yeah, I'm gonna root for a 3-way tie for the rest of the season, unless one team falls really far out of it. 3-way tie would just be hilarious.
Yeah, that would be fun. I'd count me in for a 3-way tie.
Yeah, I will count you in for a 3-way tie. That's the NL Central.
That is
kind of boring division. Not as boring as the AL Central. AL Central's been the most boring division in baseball all season. The Twins are barely above 500.
It's very sad that a team has to make it into the playoffs from the AL Central.
Yeah, Twins haven't won a playoff game since 2005 either, so if they make it, they're going to get swept anyway, so...
Yeah, that's true.
That's that. As far as games yesterday went, I mean, nothing really that crazy, because there was only 5 games, because 1 game got canceled.
Yeah.
So, I think that the biggest one might have been Julio, aside from the Dodgers game. Julio Rodriguez had a really good day at the plate yesterday. He went 5 for 5 with a home run and 5 RBIs, I believe it is.
Yes.
The Mariners won 6-4, so obviously he was a crazy big part of that. 5 for 5 RBIs, yep, and a double and a homer. So, love that for Julio. I hope that he's getting back into his... I hope he gets more consistent. Continues to get more consistent, because this season he's been really inconsistent and not as great as we've seen him be last season in his Rookie of the Year season.
Yeah.
So I'd like to see him,
Well, once again, his second half is definitely better than his first half, which so far in the 2 seasons that Julio Rodriguez has been a part of the Mariners, both times his second half is a lot better than his first half, which is that good? Is that bad? I don't know. Maybe it just takes him a while to heat up. It's interesting.
It's interesting.
I don't know if too many. I think it's fair to call Julio a superstar. Yeah, I don't know if too many superstars that don't look like a superstar for so long, for half a season, then that second half they turn it on and remind everyone again and again why he got paid the big dollars, why this team believed in him so much, why he got drafted, all of that. it doesn't make sense, but it's really cool because, Julio Rodriguez, what's not to love about him?
I agree. I love Julio. I always have, and probably always will. There's not much else that happened during the games yesterday, to be quite honest with you. So we can move on to something that has nothing to do with the games. The Cardinals called up their top prospect, Masyn Winn, yesterday. Pretty big news. That he's been kind of raking in AAA. I'm interested to see how he performs in the big leagues. He didn't play yesterday, right? I don't think so.
As far as I'm concerned, I don't think so. I can take a look.
He did not. He did not play yesterday. So he'll hopefully be playing tonight in the second game of the series against the Mets. That would be pretty fun to see. Masyn Winn, in case you're not aware of him, aware of who he is a middle infielder, a righty middle infielder. He is 21 years old, and this season in Cardinals AAA, he's played 105 games, and he has an 834 OPS. He's hitting 288, 18 homers, 15 doubles, 7 triples, and 61 RBIs. He kind of does it all.
Yeah, for sure. He definitely does.
And 17 steals that I didn't mention. He kind of just does it all.
Now it makes sense more as to why the Cardinals traded away Paul DeJong. They wanted to completely clear the slate and get ready to bring in, hopefully, their shortstop of the future, the foreseeable future, in Masyn Winn. I think that this is a great move. He's ranked 32 out of the MLB's top 100 prospect rankings, which is a little bit of a fall off from where he was last year, but still think that's completely fine. We're talking about a guy who, hopefully when he comes in, will make a difference and really impact the way that the Cardinals have been playing. I think it might be too little too late to maybe turn it around and hope for a wild card spot, but I don't think it's too late to at least develop hope within the Cardinals organization.
No, I agree. I think it's a good move because you think about it, the Cardinals have not been good this season whatsoever. They're not making the playoffs. So they kind of just figure, why not? Let's give the young guys an opportunity. And I kind of love that philosophy of just, we might as well let our young guys cook at the end of the season because we want to see what they can do in the major leagues. He's wearing number 0, so that's fun. His middle name is also Blaze, which I just found out, and I think that's awesome.
Yeah.
Him and Jordan Walker seem to have very similar skill sets because Jordan Walker, power, before he got called up, power, speed, average, he had kind of everything. And this is kind of what Masyn Winn's looking like.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how they differ because they look so similar in terms of their play.
I was going to say, they don't look alike.
No, their play on the field looks very similar if you're looking at simply their AAA and AA stats. But then if you're talking about their major league careers, will Masyn Winn develop more power than Jordan Walker? Will he be a better defender on the infield than Jordan Walker? All these questions will go unanswered for a few weeks until we get to see who the Major League Baseball player Masyn Winn is.
Yeah, I'm very excited to watch. I'm going to probably watch the game tonight just so I could watch Masyn Winn.
Yeah, I probably will too.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
What?
Oh, no, I guess that's in high. No, I'm just looking at his stats. I misread something. That's it for what I have from yesterday. Again, when there's not a lot of games, there's not much to talk about in those games.
For sure. I mean, at least today we got 16 games.
Yeah,
we played today
because the doubleheader for
the Tigers
Guardians. So that should be fun.
That should be fun.
We'll talk a little bit more about today's games. Some of the series that are kicking off, like you said, Detroit, Cleveland.
I cannot believe that's the series we're going to talk about first.
No, I said like you said. Detroit and Cleveland playing a doubleheader today.
It's true.
We got Royals, Cubs, which should be a funny series. The Cubs are probably going to, do pretty well there and continue their hot streak as well. I'm going to be watching I take it back. I was going to be watching Blue Jays Reds, but they're on Apple TV, so I will not be watching that. Same goes for Yankees, Red Sox. I think this is the weekend that the Red Sox ruin the Yankees' hopes and dreams, and like fully end their season. I don't know if you agree with me.
Yeah, no, I could definitely see that going the opposite way of the Yankees, more in favor of the Red Sox. But hang on.
You all right?
Excuse me. Yes, but I could also see a world where this is that classic, the rivalry reignited type series.
Right,
where,
you were saying yesterday.
Yeah, where it just is an absolute dogfight.
Yeah, I don't see that happening.
The series I'm most looking forward to watching is probably going to be that Marlins-Dodgers series over the weekend.
Yeah, that's going to be a fun series because the Marlins have been like sneaky good this season. Dodgers have been on a dominant streak.
Especially with how Josh Bell and Jake Berger have been playing since they got traded to the Marlins.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard to not look at their lineup and think they could do damage to any major league team. I don't think the Marlins are becoming this, we kind of don't know who we can beat and who we can't beat. Right now, if I'm the Marlins, I'm walking into every game saying that, hey, we are going to beat this team. We are going to win today. Whereas there are plenty of other teams that know, hey, we're the Royals. We're playing the Dodgers. We kind of know that we're not going to win.
Yeah, the Marlins are also occupying a playoff spot right now, so.
They are. Well, they're tied for one.
Occupying a playoff spot right now.
It's true.
So you can't really compare them to the Royals all that much.
No, I'm saying in comparison to how other ball clubs maybe go about
that.
facing one of the best teams in baseball.
I get it, but the Royals are also the bottom of their division.
Yeah.
Literally the second worst team in the sport. So, I don't know. What else we got this weekend? I don't know, like anything crazy interesting. I mean, Mariners, Astros. Mariners have been on a kind of a heater as of late. They've been pretty good. They're only half a game out of a wild card spot. Houston is 3 games up in a wild card spot. They have the second wild card spot right behind the Rays. What other series are going on? Pittsburgh, Minnesota. Who cares?
I mean, if you want to have some sort of fun, I believe Bryce Harper is also playing in Nationals Park again this weekend.
He is Philly, Washington, yeah. Michael Lorenzen pitching for the... Is it his first start since his no-hitter? I think so.
Yes, it is, because they skipped his last start.
Yeah, so keep your eye out for that. Michael Lorenzen tonight. See how he performs after a no-hitter. He's got 2 starts with the Phillies. One's a no-hitter, and one was also 8 innings pitched, no earned run, or 2 earned runs or something like that. So 2 really good starts so far with his new team. See if he can continue that good performance with his new team.
Yeah, and if you want to watch what could be a low-scoring game, Alex Cobb versus Spencer Strider, Giants at Atlanta Braves, that should be
Atlanta
a very fun...
Braves.
What's up?
Atlanta Braves.
Yes. I do think that there's a world where that might be a situation similar to what the Dodgers and Brewers were last night, in the sense of 1-0 victory, because both of those pitchers, Alex Cobb and Spencer Strider, are very, very good pitchers. So we'll have to just wait and see what goes on there. And the last game that I really think I would even have a chance of watching is probably Cubs, Royals, simply because the Cubs are one of the hottest teams in baseball right now.
Yeah, you said Rangers. I was gonna talk about the Rangers too. They're at home this weekend. So I want to investigate more into the Rangers roll call. Because the Rangers have been doing roll call in their stadium recently. So I want to see if they just continue to do it.
At first I thought it was
interested.
At first I thought it was the broadcast, like just playing too much audio or something like that for the TV, and then they panned over and you just see them doing the roll call.
Yeah, I'm interested to see if they continue to do it. I don't honestly mind that they do it. I think it's funny. I think it's cool.
Yeah, I mean the roll call.
Yeah, obviously Yankees started it, so Yankee fans are getting very mad that the Rangers are doing it.
To be fair, I think that I might sound a little biased with this, considering that we are from New York. We are at our hearts Yankee fans. The roll call is a really cool way for players to be more personable with fans and not just come off as these bigger-than-life figures. Just to acknowledge the fact, like, hey, I hear my name, and I'm going to go to war for these guys who are chanting it. I think that's a very cool part of baseball, and Hey, if another team wants to adopt it, I think another team should adopt it.
Yeah, I see no problem with it. I really don't care. It'd be different if, every team started doing it. That would be a little too much, but...
Well, there would be 29 teams to do it. I don't think Mets fans in their wildest dreams would ever be chanting for their team right now.
No, but that's not the point. The Yankees can be terrible, and they'll always do. They do roll call every game, no matter they're winning, losing, tied, last place, first place,
Yeah.
So... Whatever.
World Series or opening day.
That's all I got. I'm excited. Oh, Jesus.
Hello,
God.
hello.
I'm excited for this weekend. I'm trying to look at some more pitching matchups for this weekend, see what else would be kind of cool to see.
Framber Valdez is going against the Mariners on Saturday, which that should be fun. Framber.
Yeah, against Logan Gilbert. So that should be a fun matchup to watch.
Yeah.
Merrill Kelly versus Yu Darvish this weekend as well.
Brady Singer coming off an amazing start last time going against Justin Steele of the Cubs will be fun. And of course,
That's all I really got.
Hard to overshadow a Yuri Perez versus Julio Rodriguez pitching matchup.
Yuri Perez has not been great recently. So I'm hoping
no better way to turn it around.
Hope so. Adrian Hauser versus Max Scherzer, that should be fun as well. That's all I got for this episode. Again, not too many games yesterday. Nothing crazy really happened news-wise, so we don't have all that much for y'all, but it is what it is. We thank you guys for watching, listening, viewing. If you liked, make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more, and we will see you guys on Monday. Peace.